In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create this match cut effect in DaVinci Resolve. Go ahead and download these assets that I had from the link in the description, or you can also go ahead and use your own articles. You can just simply take a screenshot from any website, but make sure that the word that you need to highlight is the same in each of those articles and also on the same line as well. So once you have done that, you can go ahead and create a new timeline. Right click, create a new timeline with the default settings. And over here, we're going to just, first of all, go over to the effects and drag in a solid color. Now in the solid color, I'm going to change this to yellow. Okay, so make sure that the color is at yellow, but you need to move the slider up. So here we have the color. Now here you can see we have this left at 500 and right at 500 as well for the cropping. And we also need to change the top and the bottom. So let's do that. Let's go with 400 and let's go with 300. Actually, let's go with 500 here and 400 here. So something like this. Now you can just position this a little bit above where it is right now because it's not at the center, as you can see. And you can also use some guidelines to make sure that this is at the center. All right, this looks good. And also go over to the settings and change the opacity to 50. All right, now let's move this up in the next layer and go over to our assets and start bringing in our articles. So right here with the first article, we can just simply go over to the transform and using the zoom and the position, just make sure that the word that we need to highlight is going to be positioned within this shape that we have. So right here, as you can see, we just need to zoom this in and then position this, change the position as well to make sure that this is in the center. Now, once you've done the first one, you need to just go over to, let's say 0. And in the timeline, just go 5 frames ahead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you just need to trim this right here at 5. And now just bring in the second one and do the same thing that we did before. Zoom in, change the position like this. And again, go over and again, go right here where this clip is starting or this image is starting, and then go 5 frames ahead. And then you just need to trim this. All right. So we're going to do the same thing for the other articles that you see right here as well. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead and do that. By the way, I forgot to mention that you can also select the transform from here and click on it so that this highlight is available. And then you can zoom this in and position this by this way as well. And actually for the last one, we're going to go not 5 frames ahead, but 10 frames ahead. So right here, this is where it ends. And now we can also trim this. So if you play this right now, you can see this is how it looks. Now we do have them all in the same position, the word that we need to highlight, but it's a good practice to create a copy because we're going to change this into a fusion composition. So if you select all of these, press Alt on the keyboard, make sure you keep it pressed, and then just drag this to create copies. And then you select them, right click, and then click on New Fusion Clip. Now right click and click on Open in Fusion Page. Over here, if you play this, this will be just a clip that we had. Now what we can do is add in this background and this polygon mask. Now the reason I'm using the polygon mask is because we can have this length to add some customization. We can also do some keyframing. We can also do some more effects. Otherwise, you could have done this in the main timeline as well by using this solid color. You could have done it by going over to the cropping and just simply changing the right from here. So you could have done that as well. But I prefer going over to the fusion composition and doing it from right here. So let's connect this. Make sure to change the background color to yellow. And in the polygon, let's just go ahead and add in this line right here. Make sure this is a straight line. And you can unselect the solid and increase the border width. And also make sure to select this flat border style. And also go over to the merge and change the apply mode to darken. So if you play this is how it looks. But let's go over to the polygon again, and right here you will notice that there is a keyframe. So make sure no keyframes for the shape animation are selected. And now let's go right here and increase the border width a little bit. All right, so this looks good. And now we can go over to 45, and from here create a keyframe at length and then go over at 0 and change this to 0. And also let's go over to the spline, select this length, select these keyframes and hit S on the keyboard. So let's play this. So here you can see this is how it looks. Now with the merge selected, press Control space and search for radial blur, and you can just keep this at the default settings, but you can increase or decrease it. That's up to you. Now also go ahead and add in this ellipse and connect this with the radial blur. Select invert and also increase the soft edge a little bit so that we have something like this. And if you play this now, you'll see this is how it looks. Now, of course, you can try any other blur that you want to, but this looks good. And let me just move this in the middle right here. Actually, we can decrease the height as well. So let's do that. All right. So here you can see this is how it looks. Now we can go back, and from here, you will notice that at some position we had this black outline. That's because we had the settings changed for the position of the images. Now we can just move this up and bring in another solid color, or you can even go ahead and add in another fusion composition with gradient background or something. But right now I'm just going to use this solid color. Let me just cut this right here and go over to the generators and change the color to white. So if you play this, and you can see this is how it looks. So this was it for this video. I hope you found this video useful, and I will see you in the next one.